warm up as we start the week. All that ahead of another big cool down. In your ABC 57 First Warning neighborhood weather forecast. ABC 57 News starts right now.
Covering South Bend, Elkhart, and all of Michiana, this is ABC 57 News at 5:30.
This morning, a fire leaves a business in ruins. ABC 57 is live in Plymouth as a fire breaks out at Brothers Nightclub overnight. Plus, the family of an excavation worker killed on Notre Dame's campus is speaking out. What they have to say about moving on after losing their son. And
she was an amazing young woman.
Family and friends gather to remember a 15-year-old Dowagiac girl killed in a crash earlier this week. Good morning, Michiana. Welcome to ABC 57 News. I'm Emily Pritchard. We've been following those new and developing stories overnight. But first, ABC 57 First Warning neighborhood meteorologist Tom Coombs joins us outside with a look at our forecast. Hey, Tom.
Good morning, Emily. Yeah, temperatures taking that dip down into the 20s to around 30 degrees again this morning. So we are off to a cold start, but we will see temperatures warm today and continue to warm at least the first half of the week. Take a look at temperatures right now. Here's Skycast out of Elkhart from 6 to 7 a.m. and really through 8, right around 29 to 30 degrees through 9. So we are a little cloudy out here. May see a little spotty drizzle. I don't think that's very likely, at least this morning. But temperatures around 28 to 30 degrees as we start out the day. Temperatures climb into the 40s this afternoon. It's looking even warmer through midweek. I'll show you that and then the next cool down in your ABC 57 First Warning neighborhood weather forecast. Emily?
And breaking overnight, a Plymouth business may be no more after a late night fire. Neighbors say they noticed smoke coming out of Brothers Nightclub on LaPorte Street about 10:30. Several fire crews responded to that call, fighting those flames for hours. ABC 57's Eric Cox is live from the scene this morning. And Eric, what can you tell us?
Good morning, Emily. Well, right now, the chances of Brothers being open at this location anytime soon is looking pretty slim. Fire crews tell me they believe the building is now a total loss. The owner of the Latin nightclub isn't even aware that the fire happened. Crews tell me they tried contacting him, but they were only able to leave him a message. The fire began in the basement. As you see in the video, the smoke's coming out from the lower level. Crews believe Brothers didn't use this area after they experienced some issues while trying to reach it.
This is just a little bit more difficult to fight because there's no access to the basement. Once we gained access to the basement, then we're getting to the seat of the fire right now.
The fire chief tells me the fire then worked its way up to the main floor and continued till it reached the ceiling. The chief says they were able to control the fire fairly well, partly because the flames were contained to just the inside of the building. But there are people living in an apartment directly above the business. So far, there have been no injuries reported. As of right now, the investigation still has not begun, and they don't plan to begin it until later today, so the cause of the fire is yet to be determined. We'll continue to give you the latest updates on this story as it unfolds. Live in Plymouth, Eric Cox, ABC 57 News.
Well, this morning, a former St. Joseph County bookkeeper is scheduled to appear in court for a hearing. Kim Savage will learn her trial date. Savage is accused of contacting 2 women and scamming them out of money. Now, the women claim Savage pretended to be a U.S. Marine overseas who needed money. They thought they were helping out fellow Marines, but instead, that money was actually going right into Savage's own bank account. Now, Savage is charged with 2 counts of theft. Also set to appear in court today, Mishawaka firefighter Eric Hazen. Hazen is facing felony charges and accused of endangering the welfare of his 6-year-old son. He's also accused of not cooperating with police when they showed up to his Osceola home in late September. Now, today's court appearance is for a change of plea hearing. And it's been over a week since 22-year-old Mark Ellsworth was killed in an excavating accident on Notre Dame's campus. Now the community is coming together to support his 3-year-old daughter in the wake of her father's death. ABC 57's Jesse McDonough sat down with Ellsworth's mother yesterday at a benefit for his daughter. She joins us with how that family is doing this morning.
As you can imagine, his mother is still distraught over the loss of her son, but she tells me she's focusing on his 3-year-old daughter now because she needs her most.
When do you ever expect a call that says your son's gone?
Mary Ellsworth held back tears as she told me about the day she got the call that her 22-year-old son, Mark Ellsworth, was killed at work in an excavating accident on Notre Dame's campus. However, she pulled herself together because she told me she has no choice but to be strong for her 3-year-old granddaughter, Halo, who will now grow up without a father. But Mary Ellsworth won't have to support Halo alone. In fact, friends and family of Mark helped out financially in the form of a benefit called A Rose for Mark at Witchhammer Tattoo in Elkhart.
At between $30 and $40 per tattoo, at 20 tattoos, considerable amount for the family.
Tattoo artist Samuel Ramos did about 10 rose tattoos himself. A rose was the last tattoo Mark Ellsworth got before he died. Friends and family of Mark all donated money and got rose tattoos in honor of Ellsworth to support his daughter.
There's a trust fund for her.
Now, if you'd like to donate to Mark Ellsworth's daughter's fund, you can do so at any mutual bank. In Elkhart, Jesse McDonough, ABC 57 News.
And a vigil was held this weekend for a Dowagiac teen killed in a car crash caused by icy roads. Rebecca Walker and her older brother Nathan were on their way to school when that crash happened. Friends and family remembered the 15-year-old yesterday. Rebecca's family said her joy was contagious. Now, the family recently had a reunion in Virginia, and her aunt says Rebecca was like any other 15-year-old.
She made me stay up with her and talk about boys all night long, so it's whoever's around her just feels the joy overflowing. We are definitely blessed to have her in our life.
Yes, definitely.
Now, students at Dowagiac High School are in the middle of organizing a vigil for the Walkers. Well, in other news, get ready to buy some more bargains today, especially if that holiday shopping isn't finished just yet. Today is Cyber Monday. This year is expected to be a huge hit. According to the group Shopper Track, cyber sales last year hit $1.5 billion. And experts say this year it could reach closer to $2 billion. And if you plan on doing some online shopping today, ABC 57 has a few tips to keep you safe. The FBI suggests purchasing items from reputable sellers. Also, check with the Better Business Bureau in the seller's area. Ask about returns and warranties. And don't judge a company by its website. Impressive-looking sites can also be a setup. And use a credit card when buying rather than a check or money order. This allows you to dispute charges if something goes wrong. Well, one deal you can scoop up today for free is some of Seattle's best coffee. The company is giving away 4 cups of free coffee. All you have to do is go to its Facebook page to get a free sample. Now, you have to put in your name and mailing address to get the free coffee. And there will also be a $2 coupon for the company's coffee on its Facebook page as well. Well, this year, Black Friday sales were actually down. This is the first time that's happened since 2009. Many holiday shoppers got an early start taking advantage of sales on Thanksgiving Day. Now, Shopper Track is reporting that 2-point increase in spending on Thursday and Friday. The National Retail Federation estimates 141 million Americans did some sort of shopping over the 4-day weekend, but many of those shopped from home. Online sales went up 17% from last year. Well, the Irish finished their season on a losing note. The Notre Dame football team lost this weekend to the Stanford Cardinal 27-20. Irish quarterback Tommy Rees threw touchdown passes late in the game, but that just wasn't enough for the Fighting Irish to make a comeback. Stanford now moves on to play its second straight Pac-12 title next week. They face Arizona State. And this wrapped up the Irish's regular season. And Rees said the team is ready to see where they land a bowl bid.
We just want to play, and for us, we don't have much decision about where we're going, and we just want to play another game, and we'll get that opportunity, and we're just ready to compete.
Notre Dame ended its regular season 8-4. And new this morning, the BCS poll is out this week, and Notre Dame has dropped off the list after this week's loss. Florida State takes the #1 spot. Ohio State comes in second after squeezing by the Michigan Wolverines this weekend. Auburn, Alabama, and Missouri round out the top 5. Developing this morning, a Michigan man is reacting to the news that the fire that destroyed his own business is arson. That fire also killed an emergency responder and destroyed another business. Now, the death of a 29-year-old firefighter has been declared a homicide. He died from breathing in too much smoke while fighting that fire at a restaurant and pool hall. Now this morning, the business owner says he doesn't understand why arson is to blame.
It hurt a lot of people, not just us, it hurt a lot of people, and we would like to get it to a conclusion and move forward. If somebody burned our building down, if anybody, we want to know. I know the Wilkies want to know. This city wants to know.
The owner says he wanted to speak out to assure those that he and his family have nothing to hide. Well, police in Missouri are investigating an officer-involved shooting that left a Kansas City firefighter dead. Officers say the off-duty officer was responding to a reported assault of a cab driver. Now, the unidentified officer located the suspect in that attack. The firefighter then allegedly attacked the officer. That's when police say the officer shot the firefighter in the chest. The officer did perform CPR, but the firefighter later died at the hospital. The officer suffered serious injuries. Well, this morning you may notice some clean-shaved men walking around. That's because No Shave November is over. It's 5:41, where one barbershop offered some men a free shave. Plus, a man is in trouble with the law, all for trying to spread some holiday cheer. But police say he did by tossing money in a mall.
Right now it's cool this morning, temperatures in the upper 20s to around 30, but we're in for a warm-up at least to start the week in the ABC 57 First Warning Neighborhood Weather Forecast.
A barbershop in Milwaukee offered free hot towel shaves to celebrate the end of Movember, also of course called No Shave November. Men grew out their beards and mustaches all over the past month to raise awareness for men's health issues.
Being a manly hotel that we are, we certainly embrace that and have done everything we could to support a better cause.
About 15 guys had their scruff removed during the barbershop event. I'm more intrigued over what a manly hotel is.
Yeah, that's what I kind of want to know. Just
what makes that different than another hotel? I don't know. Are only men allowed?
That's could
a new
be.
one.
Probably less drapes, less doilies, I would assume.
More darker look.
Yeah,
maybe all navy.
Just leather, everything. Everything's leather. Just, I don't know.
Interesting. I'll have to look into that one.
This morning, a cool start this morning, but after we see a little warm up to start the week.
Yeah, sounds great.
Enjoy this because another cool down is on the way as well. This morning, everything's pretty quiet on the radar picture. ABC 57 First Warning live off the radar. No major issues this morning. We've tracked a couple returns out of LaPorte County. You can see this little area of blue in here. Maybe a little flurry, maybe a little drizzle that's coming down. I've not seen any reports. I think it's a pretty okay start this morning. There are some clouds and temperatures at around 30 degrees, 28 at the bus stop for most. You'll still want to bundle up, but today we do get a little warmer. We'll see some sunshine, a little improvement there. We'll see at least some sunshine today. We see temperatures rise up into the low 40s. 42 will be our high, partly to mostly cloudy at times today, but I think we stay dry. That chance for rain builds over the next 36 hours. We can see a few isolated showers as we go tonight into tomorrow. There's a big warm up as we go towards Wednesday. After that, a pretty big cool down. Follow us on Twitter. Get weather updates anytime at ABC 57 Weather, and of course my handle at Tom Coombs. Let you know, of course, we'll talk about that 10-day forecast and that cool down coming up in less than 10 minutes. Emily?
Well, if you ever wanted to drive around town like a movie star, now may be your chance. Actor Leonardo DiCaprio's 1999 Lexus is up for sale. It's up to $20,000 on eBay right now. The blue four-door has 148,000 miles on it and apparently still has the Academy Award winner's home programmed into the navigation system.
First found the car on AutoTrader, and when I had it inspected and checked out, I learned that the owner was Birkin Productions, who turned it in off lease, and the original driver was Leonardo DiCaprio. Still has his home programmed in the nav.
Who knew? Well, so far, bidding has reached nearly $11,000. Bidding ends tomorrow night around 10 o'clock. Well, in today's business brief, a mega merger between U.S. Airways and American Airlines. It's now getting closer to taking off, and younger generations are thinking when it comes to their retirement.
This is the first business brief for Monday, December 2nd. I'm Chuck Coppola. A mega merger is coming closer to takeoff. U.S. Airways and American Airlines will officially merge December 9th. The $17 billion merger creates the world's largest carrier. The stock will list on the NASDAQ. Some mixed signals in the housing market, though. Prices are up, so are conventional sales, more so than distressed sales. Building permits are also up in Boston, New York City, San Francisco, Austin, Houston, Oklahoma City, and San Jose, California. Analysts say construction is a lagging area of the recovery that's finally just now starting to pick up the pace. And younger generations are thinking ahead when it comes to retirement. About 59% of Gen X workers contribute to 401k plans. That's followed by Gen Y at 56%. Baby boomers, faced with their own set of challenges, they sock it away about 46% of the time. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Chuck Coppola.
Well, this morning, a man is in trouble with the law, all for trying to spread some holiday cheer.
At least have some fun with it, and turned out a lot of people enjoyed it.
What police say he did by tossing money in a mall.
57 News in high definition.
Look back, time now 5:51, and had some fun out at the Compton Family Ice Arena on Friday night. Notre Dame hosted a hockey tournament there for some turkey bowling.
Are those actual turkeys?
Actual turkeys from Meyer, 13-pound turkeys. These guys were flinging and had some skill with. The winner got a gift certificate.
Okay.
But you know, a lot of them said it wasn't quite like throwing a bowling ball.
No, not at all.
But,
that's pretty impressive.
To hit any pins there, not bad.
I'm guessing maybe a couple of them might have wanted to take that turkey home.
You know, they offered.
What happened?
They offered the turkey to the college students, but
I guess in the dorms they probably wouldn't have a way to
defrost the turkey, cook
defrost,
it.
cook.
Not a
we
lot
wouldn't
of
want
there.
to give them a fryer, I'm guessing.
That'd probably be a bad idea.
I don't know. I would guess they would find some creative ways to use those turkeys. I don't know. College students.
Always some fun time though out at the Compton Family Ice Arena, turkey bowling.
Yeah.
So you never know. We got another home game on Friday. So.
Maybe well, I was gonna say maybe next Thanksgiving that could be a Coombs family tradition.
Oh,
turkey
yeah,
bowling.
just as a little turkey bowling out in the yard. I'll think about that.
Yeah,
help defrost the bird. This morning, we'll slowly start to defrost ourselves as we go throughout the day. We do have a few clouds out there right now. A little bit moving through here. I don't think we're going to see any of this rain or mix. Again, a few radar returns that don't appear to be adding up to much this morning. Here's the latest scan with ABC 57 First Warning live Doppler radar. If you're in LaPorte County, there may be a little bit of drizzle to a snowflake or two. I'm not expecting much here, but just enough to bring a return on the radar. This is still pretty high on that scan. Doesn't mean this is actually reaching the ground. Low impact, though, if we are seeing anything right now. But temperatures are below freezing. We're at 30 degrees in South Bend, 28 Goshen, 30 Warsaw. It's 32 now in Rochester, so we've dropped down there. We'll start out 30s, upper 20s, and then we'll warm up into the 40s by the end of the day. The wind is light for now. It'll turn more easterly to even southeasterly. And once we get more of that southern direction, and to go tomorrow into Wednesday, that's when we're going to see the big warm up to start for the first half of the week. After that, temperatures really go down as we head into the weekend. Looking at forecast track, let's time out any rain we could see. Today, I think we're rain free. Now, forecast track's a little heavy on those clouds. I'm not expecting much with that today as far as any rain. Now, tonight into tomorrow, we could see a better chance for rain. Today's forecast is partly to mostly cloudy. We see highs in the low to mid 40s, but I think we'll see a little sun at least peeking through those clouds. Tonight, not as cold. We stay above freezing. We'll go mostly cloudy, maybe a little bit of mix or drizzle. That could mean a slick start tomorrow morning. We'll keep an eye on that for you as we wake you up tomorrow morning. But overall, most of the night should be dry and not quite as cold. Your ABC 57 First Warning 7-day forecast, 40s, 48 on Tuesday. That chance for rain builds into Wednesday, especially 52 on Wednesday. Enjoy that warm up. Temperatures slide through Thursday. Even though that high is 38, we really see temperatures dive. On Friday, we could see some snow, 28, 25. That's it for the high on Saturday. Lows will be in the teens this weekend. It's a cold, cold weekend. As we take a look at your 10-day forecast, temperatures slowly warm into the next week, but it looks like after Wednesday, we are in for a cold snap that could last for more than 7 days. Emily?
Thanks, Tom. 5:55. And this is the story I'm the most excited about this morning. It's combining the best of both worlds, the s'more and the donut. One pastry shop in New York City created the Smonut. It's been on the menu for about a year, and it includes all the ingredients of a s'more. And the owners say the s'more nut is pretty popular. Well, a truck carrying 8 tons of fireworks in China was actually set on fire after an accident Saturday. Take a look at this video. Firefighters got reports of a truck fire and loud noises of fireworks. Now, when they arrived, they started spraying water on that truck, which was close to a nearby building. Now, residents in the area had to be relocated during that fire, and the fire lasted for nearly 6 hours. Well, new this morning, a Minnesota man wanted to spread some holiday cheer to shoppers at the Mall of America during a Black Friday. Sounds like the good place to do it. Well, that actually landed him in some hot water. After a rough year, losing his business and going through a divorce, the man decided to throw out $1,000.
I saw that commercial on TV where the guy with the money glued to him riding a motorcycle and the money flying off of him. And I thought, that's where I got the idea.
Now, the man was cited for disorderly conduct and will not have a court date and face a fine. A Mall of America spokesperson says this is the first time anyone has ever done something like this. They say he could have actually seriously injured someone. Well, 5:57 this morning, the family of a worker killed on Notre Dame's campus is speaking out this morning. What they have to say about moving on after losing their son. Plus,
I've heard people say that she's the child everybody would want to have.
Family and friends gathered to remember a 15-year-old Dowagiac girl killed in a crash earlier this week. And our top story this morning, ABC 57 is live in Plymouth as a fire breaks out at Brothers nightclub overnight.